Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the May edition of From the President's Desk. As the country continues to try to reopen, or in the case of the Postal Service and other essential businesses, remain open, please make sure that you do not lose sight of the necessary precautions that must continue to be taken in order to make sure you and your families and employees stay safe. Here in the Washington, D.C. area, we see the governors of Virginia, Maryland, and the mayor of Washington, D.C. trying to make sure that the people do not jump the gun on dropping the safety measures. So I would encourage you to be vigilant. Watch the guidelines as they are put out by the public officials where you are, and make sure that your employees follow the guidelines that have been put in place by the Postal Service as well. Taking the necessary precautions is in everyone's best interest. Until we know that they have found a vaccine or that the number of cases have dropped even more dramatically than has already happened in some areas, we need to stay safe. Many of you are waiting for information on what is happening with our 2020 National Convention. At this point, I can tell you that the National Executive Board is looking at options and talking with a hotel to reach a resolution that will be in the best interest of our members, keeping in mind that we need to be responsible when it comes to the safety and health of our members. It is the intention of the board to make a final decision next week on what we are going to do and what will happen for the remainder of this year and into the future. At this time, each of the chapters are looking at their schedules, and their futures will be determined as the National Executive Board makes its determinations regarding the future of this year's National Convention. I would encourage you to stay tuned via whatever communication channels your particular chapter is using in making its determinations regarding when and what type of convention they may have. This is just another of those many hurdles we, as an organization, need to work through now and into the future because of the COVID-19 pandemic. As stated, we will do our best to keep you informed on what is happening as we make the final plans for this year's convention and then what decisions the chapters make. There have been several questions posed to us here at the National Office regarding the NPA program for fiscal year 2020. As you can imagine, at this point, there have been no decisions made regarding what may or may not be done when it comes to determining the final individual's office rankings. I will tell you, however, that I am discussing the issues with USPS headquarters, and I will continue to monitor the numbers as we go forward. I will do my best to make sure that whatever decision is reached, that it will be as fair and equitable as possible to all people involved. For now, continue to do what you need to do to manage your offices, keep yourself and your employees safe and as healthy as possible, and make sure that you are getting the mail delivered. I know that you have either just had or will soon be having your mid-year with your manager. This is, as always, your opportunity to make sure that if you have issues with budget, staffing, or anything else in your office, to make sure that you share that with your manager. If you have already had your mid-year and you did not share those items, put them in writing in an email and share them now so your manager will have the opportunity to make whatever adjustments need to be made, or to allow them to give you the assistance you need to correct those issues. It is only by communicating with your managers and letting them know the issues that you will have the opportunity to address it at the end of the year through the mitigation process. If no action was taken to correct whatever the issue may be, you can go to mitigation. You need to advocate for yourself. Since the pandemic started, I have been sharing a Friday message with the membership either via email or on the website. If you are interested in reading these weekly updates and want to receive them directly to your mailbox, please send me an email at dheins@unitedpma.org, and I will do my best to remember to add you to the list each week. With all of the changes going on in the postal community and the world, I felt it was important that I let you know what I am hearing here in the D.C. area and from the Postal Service. While the new Postmaster General, Louis DeJoy, has not yet officially taken office, I know that he is scheduling meetings with those that will be reporting to him at the headquarters level and to the expanded leadership team within the Postal Service. Beginning in the next couple of weeks, he will also be scheduling meetings with the presidents of the management associations and the unions to introduce himself to us. I look forward to talking with him about his vision for the future of the Postal Service and what adjustments he sees as needing to be made for the organization going forward. Whenever we have a new PMG, come on board, there are bound to be changes. However, in the past, when we have gotten someone from the outside the Postal Service, it seems those changes may be more pronounced. With that said, the Board of Governors will be working with Mr. DeJoy to shape the future and to steer us in the direction that they believe we should be going. Speaking of the Board of Governors, there are hearings scheduled in the Senate this coming Wednesday on the two latest nominees whose names were put forward by President Trump. As always, we do not know the timeline that the committee doing the hearings has on these individuals and what they will put in place beyond the hearing, but we will stay tuned. Once they are approved by the committee, then they need to go to the full Senate for confirmation. As I hear things, I will do my best to keep you informed. Thank you for your time this month, and I look forward to addressing you again next month. Take care, stay safe, and be healthy whenever possible. Thank you very much.